Okay, Kieran, so a 2-1 win at the South Bank. It's been a while since we've been at home, and I didn't think it was going to go our way, especially in the first half, but an incredible second half. A little bit ugly towards the end with two sending off for Hereford. But you must be delighted for the 3 points. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, bottom line is 3 points, but first half was not acceptable. Had a lot of words at half-time, questioned a lot of the lads' attitude and desire to want to win as much as they did. And they were 1-0 up, deservedly so, no complaints. They were first to second balls. They were physically dominant, and they took the one chance they had at the half. Saying that, even with the poor performance of the first half, we still had 3 or 4 really good opportunities, and they've only had their one. Second half, the Corsham that we know that we've got here, the team that we've got, I think that's probably the first time I can remember this season that I've had to go in and go full guns blazing on and let them know I was not happy. And the response was immediate. I think 10 minutes into the second half, we've already threatened their goal with 3 or 4 really good opportunities. And then Neeks comes up with another goal to equalise, with great play from Smeds, picked up the ball deep. Drove past 2 men and a lovely disguised pass for Neeks to slot home. And then, we kept knocking on the door. I don't think they come into our half probably at all in the second half. I don't think Jeps has made one save. And it was all about, could we find that winner? And I think deserved on the balance of play. Neeks to pop up and get the second. But when you're a gaffer in this league, and we've been in here 2 seasons now, when you play against Lads Club, you have to earn every blade of grass and every inch and every bit of I think the word is, sometimes you just have to be like prepared to match their anger and their aggression. And I think first half they were on top of that more. Any gaffer in the league will tell you when you play against Lads Club, their gaffer riles you up. He's trying to get into your heads. And in the first half, I think he was probably on top. And I've said to them at half time, you need to play our own game and not worry about what he's doing. And in the end, I think ill discipline cost them. After they went 2-1 down. They've gone down to 2 sending offs. One for a push, another for something to the face. Their gaffer's then been booked, and they had someone in the sin bin. So I think that sort of fizzled the game out for them. But they probably feel a little bit hard done by how hard they worked. But the balance of chances created, they've had one shot the whole game, and we've probably had 10, 15, and the possession that we had, and we just kept knocking on the door. And I feel over the course of the season, if you're honest 95% of the time, you get that little bit of luck, and maybe we had that today. I don't think over the course of the season we've had too much of that. Maybe the last minute equaliser down at Cribs, that was a little bit lucky then, and that's our other bit. But I think based on how honest the boys have been this season, nothing we didn't deserve that little bit of lady luck today. But starts the year with 3 points, and that's all that's going to be remembered towards the end of the season. Not the performance from the first half, but the overall result. So happy with that. But obviously can't let that performance slip into our game too much, especially going into a big month for us as a football club.
A strange winner to go by. The lino has flagged for offside, and then the ref has overruled him. What are your thoughts on the winner?
Yeah, sometimes you get them that go for you. I was trying to listen in on what the conversation was. I think that Neeks wasn't the one interfering with play, and there was flag for someone else, but the referee seemed really sure of his decision. It took about 10 seconds to make, so he seemed happy enough with it. Obviously delighted for us. It was really late on as well. So, sometimes you get that. You think down the one I was disappointed with at Long Levens. We've had the penalty that was obviously videoed and recorded by yourselves and put out there, and it was obvious that it was a mistake made. There was an offside in that game as well that didn't look just. And today we've got that one back maybe. So I think over the course of the season it balances itself out. So we haven't had too many major incidents across all of our games. It's always been pretty fair and straightforward, and I think maybe that one's gone in our favour today. But again, the one down in Long Levens we felt hard done by, so evens it out.
We've seen many performances at the South Bank like the first half, and we've gone on to not get anything from the game. This season we seem to be turning it around for ourselves. We seem to be a different beast with new signings. Is that down to new signings like Nickel that have turned us into, like I said, a different beast to play against?
Yeah, I think we got more answers to the same question. I think last season we go 1-0 down here against whoever it may be, maybe it be Shrivenham or whoever the results were last season. We couldn't find a way to get back in, or we've only had to settle for a point. This season the squad's a lot stronger. Obviously today we didn't start with Dan Demkiff, who's ill, couldn't feature today. Brandon's carrying a little knock. Chrissy's still injured. Oki, who hasn't featured for us yet, is still struggling for long-term injury. Dowler was away, so the two subs that came on today, Pitty and Bathy, I thought they really changed the dynamic for us today. Pitty come on at half-time, had to change something. Jenks slotted back into centre-half. He got on the ball loads and was really creative. He's been superb for us. Obviously, he was struggling with a back problem last week. So, yeah, he's come in and changed the game. And Bathy, I thought, probably looked the best he's looked now. Today, when he came on for the last half hour, was physically a massive handful for the Lads Club defence, and I think those two really changed the game for us moving forward. So yeah, like I said, more answers to the same question. Last year, maybe have to just stick with what we had and hope for something. This year, I'm not happy with something. I got the opportunity to change that, and I think that with the squad that we've got now, I think that when lads are away, it doesn't actually make us any weaker when the squad rotates. So yeah, that's really pleasing from a management point of view, and sometimes it's nice to get a substitution bang on. I think we weren't happy 1-0 down at half time, make a good substitution at half time and it changes the game. We win 2-1. That's the time that I earn my corner a little bit. So really happy with the result. First half performance to forget about, but the boys dug in and turned it around and got what we deserved in the end.
So from one Hereford club today, next week is the other, Hereford Pegasus. They've had a great season themselves. It's at their place next Saturday. I don't think that they're going to be as forgiving if we go 1-0 down at their place. Are you going to be changing much going into that game?
I think we'll have to assess what we've got and boys who are available or coming back from injuries and illnesses and things like that, and see what we've got. But I think they've been a really top side this year, as you can see. They've been a little bit hit and miss at times, but I think whenever you go down to a team that gets to train on a 4G, same with Malvern, same with Roman Glass, Hereford Lads Club, and it'll be the same for Hereford Pegasus, that they've got a huge advantage, I think, playing at home. So we have to be at top level to get anything from it. And if we play like that first half, like you said, they will not be as forgiving. They're obviously a lot more of an attacking based side, and they will put us to the sword. And we could find ourselves 2 or 3 down. But you've got to go in there full of confidence, still on a really good run. Great character from the boys second half, so we go down there and give everything. But like I said, you're just taking game by game. It's the worst cliche in the world, and I get battered for it, I'm sure, by the boys in the group chat later. But you just look. We've got through today. We'll be in for training on Thursday. We'll go down to Hereford Pegasus on Saturday, and then we'll get ready for training again. Tick that one off, and then we'll get in ready again to go into the deal game in the Vaz. So yeah, we've got lots of games. Obviously, the squad will be needed to be at full strength, and have to be at our best to get anything from next week.
I couldn't tell who the sponsors man of the match was today. I've also don't think you've mentioned it so far in the interview, but did you have a man of the match today, and your thoughts on the sponsors man of the match?
I actually don't know. Got the sponsors one. I think there's so much going on coming out. I honestly didn't pick that one up, but I probably overall Coops or Leon today. Smeds was exceptional again, and a match-changing moment for him. To create that assist, you wait till you watch it on the highlights. Like dance through 2 or 3, and then just the no-look pass into Nickel to get us back into the game. Everyone else is celebrating. He's grabbing the ball out of the net to get us back ready and started again. So yeah, his attitude really drove us on today. But for across the 90 minutes, probably couldn't look past the birthday boy Coops, and Leon was really steady today. I think they're the games that Leon shows his grit and his worth. Some people won't like coming out on freezing cold. The pitch is soft, and he'll graft through those, and that's what I love about him. That's why I play 50 games a season. He's absolutely tremendous. So probably between those 3, don't really know to pick between Leon and Coops, but I'll let the other boys decide that later on.